This is Bethany Beyond the Jordan, the very ground where 2000 years ago Jesus of Nazareth stepped into the waters and was baptized by John. That sacred moment not only marked the beginning of his ministry, it laid the very foundation of Christianity itself.
Bethany Beyond the Jordan, it's a very important archaeological site, at the same time very important for the Christianity, because Jesus Christ has taken baptism by John in this place. In the 1964, there was a 6 days war happened between Israel and Arab allies. Then finally Israel won. After that, in 1994, there was a peace treaty happened between Israel and Jordan. Place is associated with one more important biblical history in the Old Testament is Elijah ascended to heaven. Arabic Al-Maghtas means baptism or immersion, immersed. So this is the place called Bethany Beyond the Jordan, where Jesus Christ has taken baptism by John. In the Bible, the book of Matthew, 3rd chapter, 13th verse, it was written, "Then Jesus came from Galilee to John at the Jordan to be baptized by him. And John tried to prevent him, saying, I need to be baptized by you, and you are coming to me." In the 15th verse, Jesus said, "Permit to be so now, for thou it is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness." Then he baptized by John. What a great privilege this morning to witness this ancient UNESCO Heritage Site, Bethany Beyond the Jordan, where Jesus Christ has taken baptism.
These are the tickets we have purchased, 2 tickets, and this is small museum. They have given a brief information about what we are going to see there. So we are very thrilled for this moment.
After collecting our tickets, we stepped into a small but striking museum. On its walls, photographs of kings, world leaders, and pilgrims who have walked this path before us. Maps and displays tell the story of this land, tracing its biblical significance and reminding us of the prophets who once walked here. Because this sacred place lies within a military zone, visitors can only enter by bus. Together with fellow travelers, we boarded, guided by a local tour leader. The ride was short but filled with anticipation, taking us deeper into the desert, closer to history.
Behind me, Israel. Once we reach Jordan River, we can see Israel on the other side. During the biblical time, Jesus Christ used to travel from Nazareth to Galilee, to Jordan and Decapolis. All these places are historically important. Many times Jesus might have traveled to these places and he stayed here. So from here we need to walk for 10 minutes to see the Jordan River. Let us go.
We soon disembarked and began our walk, 10 minutes along a quite sandy path. Until we reached the spot believed to be the very place where John baptized Jesus. As early as the year 670, a French pilgrim described a site east of the Jordan, where stone steps and shrines honored the baptism of Christ. More than 13 centuries later, archaeologists uncovered evidence that echoed his words: foundations of chapels, baptismal pools, and ruins of monasteries. The rediscovery of this site is a story in its own. In 1897, the 6th century Madaba map, a mosaic of the Holy Land, was uncovered. depicting Jesus' baptism not on the western bank but here to the east. And after the peace treaty signed by Jordan and Israel, the landmines was removed from the border region, enabling archaeologists to access the area.
This is the map showing baptism site of Jesus Christ. This is the site. These are the staircases which will lead to the spot.
In 2002, the site was opened to the world, and in 2015, UNESCO declared it a World Heritage Site. In 1996, excavations began and unearthed the remains of Roman and Byzantine structures, including churches, baptismal pools, and monasteries.
670 or 680 AD, a French pilgrimage person, he came and he found this place. Historically, they believe that this is a down. In the 2000 years back, I think it might be a very big river. So now only a small amount of water is there. These all are earlier church ruins. I think might be there are some churches here, I think, because if you see the pillars, it's ancient pillars. Some churches are monasteries. In 1967 Six Days War, it was completely destroyed and it was ruined. After treaty between Jordan and Israel, they renovated, and now we can will visit pilgrims or tourists and they can see the places.
This is the icon depicting the baptism of Jesus. Christianity started here as Jesus was baptized and he started his ministry from his baptism. So there was always a question why people has constructed or built a church in middle of wilderness where there is no congregation or community. And according to Christianity and even many scholars and the archaeologists, they say this is the exact evidence it leads to Jesus' baptism place. So why they have constructed churches? Just to symbolizing, it symbolizes that the beginning of Christianity from here. So it's very important site for us.
From there, we continued another 10 minutes on foot. The path opened to a small, serene church, a sanctuary of peace in this desert. Inside the church, we paused to pray. The silence of the desert wrapping around us, the weight of history pressing gently on our hearts. Just beyond it, the Jordan River, calm, ancient, and yet alive with meaning. Here, the river flows as a natural border, Jordan on this side, Israel on the other. On that day, pilgrims across the water in Israel were stepping into the river, receiving baptism, just as generations before them had done. We too reached down to touch the cool water, a moment of reflection, as if time itself stood still. This was the same river Jesus once entered, sanctifying it for all eternity.
Jordan River, Jordan River water. We are in Jordan side. Jordan side, Jordan River. Other side, Israel.
It was really amazing experience visiting Jordan River, and in front of us we can see Israel flag and Israelite side border also. Side also people are taking baptism, and the same Jordan River, that side Israel, this side Jordan. What was an amazing experience we had. Very beautiful. Remembering the work of John the Baptist here in the Jordan River, and the work and the starting of Jesus Christ's ministry when he was baptized in Jordan River.
I'm standing in front of Jordan River. We can see the river where people are taking baptism, and other side is Israel. This side is the Jordan, and we can see the flags, Israel flag and the Jordan flag.
At last, we retraced our steps, boarding the bus once again. The ride carried us out of the protected zone, back towards the entrance where journey had begun. But something deeper traveled with us. Not just memories, but a renewed sense of connection to the one of the holiest places in all of Christianity.